Hey everybody, how ya doing? It is me, Timothy, and I'll be doing week 1 of the NFL prediction show. And week 1 starts tonight. We have Houston traveling to go play the Super Bowl champs, Kansas City Chiefs. This is going to be a good game. Now, Houston made it into the playoffs last year, but they lost. But they kind of dismantled their team, traded off some great players. But I've got to go with Kansas City to beat the Texans in the first game. It's going to be Kansas City victorious tonight. Next up, we got the Seattle Seahawks traveling to go play the Atlanta Falcons. Seattle's coming off of a good season last year, and Atlanta wasn't too bad as well. This is going to be a good shootout between these two teams. It's going to be a good one, but I got to go with Seattle to beat Atlanta. Well, that's who I'm picking, is Seattle to beat the Falcons. Next up, we have the Chicago Bears traveling to go play my Detroit Lions. Now, the Bears won both games from the Lions last year. Well, see, the Lions, they just didn't have a good year last year. Matthew Stafford went down, and just everything just wasn't working out right. But Matthew Stafford is better, and hopefully he'll stay out better and healthy. And also we added some weapons, even a Pro Bowler Adrian Peterson to our roster. So he'll help out in the backfield. But I've got to go with my Lions to beat the Bears in their home opener. So, the Lions. Next up, we have the New York Jets. Now, the Jets finished out the season of 7-9. And they're going to be traveling to go play Buffalo. Now, this is going to be a good game between these two. When they get together, look out. Look out. But I've got to go with Buffalo to beat the Jets in the first game. So that's who I'm picking to win, is Buffalo. Next up, we got the Green Bay Packers. Now, last year they went 13-3 under Aaron Rodgers. And they're going to be traveling to go play the Minnesota Vikings. Now, this is going to be a good game between these two division foes. And it will, too. But I've got to go with Green Bay beating the Vikings in the first game. That's what I'm going for, is Green Bay. Next up, we have the Miami Dolphins. They're going to be traveling to go play New England. But New England, they won't have their favorite quarterback, Tom Brady. But they'll have somebody else, Cam Newton. And I still think that New England's going to give their division a fit still, no matter if Tom Brady's quarterbacking or not. So I got New England to beat the Miami Dolphins in this one. New England all the way. Next up, we got the Philadelphia Eagles. And they're traveling to go play Washington. Yeah, Washington. Now, don't forget, Washington's got a new head coach. They're Carolina's head coach. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. But I think Philadelphia is much better than Washington. So I am picking Philadelphia to beat Washington in the first game. Next up here, we got the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to go play the Carolina Panthers. Now, this is going to be a good game between these two. I don't know who's quarterbacking for Carolina, but it shouldn't matter. And don't forget, they got a new head coach as well. So what was Carolina? They were 5-11. And let's say, what was Oakland's record from last year? They were 7-9. But I've got to go with Las Vegas Raiders to win this game over Carolina. So it's going to be the Las Vegas Raiders winning. Next up here, we got the Indianapolis Colts. Now, last year, the Colts went 7-9. Now, the Colts picked up Phillip Rivers, the Chargers' ex-quarterback. And Indianapolis is heading to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars down there. Jaguars was 6-10 last year. But this is going to be a good game here. With Phillip Rivers as quarterback, you don't know what to expect. So I am picking the Indianapolis Colts to beat Jacksonville in this matchup. Next up, we got the Cleveland Browns. Now the Browns went 6-10. And they are traveling to go play the Baltimore Ravens, who ended last year 14-2. Baltimore's always got a good team. And this is good, just ain't going to be an easy one for the Browns. So I am picking Baltimore to beat the Browns in the first game. So the Ravens all the way. Next up here, we got the Los Angeles Chargers. Now the Chargers was 5-11 last year. But this year, they're going to be totally different without Phillip Rivers as quarterback. Hopefully, whoever they have will help lead them to some victories. And they're traveling to go play the Cincinnati Bengals, who finished the last year 2-14. Well, you know, Cincinnati's still trying to rebuild. But I got to go with the Chargers to win this one over the Bengals. Next up here, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's see here. What did Tampa Bay do last year? Let's see what their record was. All right, Tampa Bay was 9-7. And let's see here. Where is... And the Saints was 13-3. Now, don't forget, Tampa Bay went out and got Tom Brady to be their quarterback. Now, this is going to be a good game between these two. And this was very hard for me to pick and everything. This is going to be a barn burner, but I got confidence, so I'm going with Tampa Bay to beat New Orleans in the Saints. Next up, we got the Cardinals traveling to go play the San Francisco 49ers. A division game. Now, the Cardinals finished last year 5-10 and 1. And the 49ers, well, they went 13-3. I just don't think the Cardinals match up against the 49ers. So I'm picking the 49ers in this one over the Cardinals. Next up, we got the Dallas Cowboys, who finished last year 8-8, and they're traveling to go play the Los Angeles Rams, who finished last year 9-7. This is going to be a good game between these two. God, is it going to be a good one? But I got to go with Dallas to beat the Rams in this matchup. It's Dallas in this one over the Rams. Next up, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're traveling to go play the New York Giants. Now, the Steelers, they finished out the season of 8-8. And the Giants, well, they didn't have a good season last year. They're still rebuilding. But I got to go with the Steelers to win this one over the Giants. So it's Pittsburgh in this matchup. And that's for Monday night, that game. Then we got another Monday night game. We got two of them. We have the Tennessee Titans Now, Tennessee went 9-7 last year. And the Broncos went, and they're traveling to go play Denver. Now, Denver, they finished out the season 7-9. Now, this is going to be a good game between these two. My God. A very good one, but I've got to go with Denver to win their home opener against Tennessee. So that's who I got for the first week in the NFL. Who will you be rooting for? Let me know in the comment box who will you be rooting for and who will you be taking. But until next time, y'all take it easy. Have a good one. And please enjoy these football games.